Stop worrying about what other people think. Honestly, who gives a shit? Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Keep to yourself. Stay away from idiots. Stupidity is contagious. The most common form of despair is not being who you are. The most painful state of being is remembering the future, particularly the one you'll never have. Learn to be sufficient and realize you are immortal, who will suffer horribly later if you don't become independent and resourceful. Many people don't like you, especially if they see you as a competition. Rule your life with your mind, not with your feelings. Every bad decision we have made in life, there was more emotion in it than there was mind. Every single one. Always listen to your gut. Somehow it knows many things that you wouldn't expect. Once you label me, you negate me. To dare, to lose one's footing momentarily. Not to dare is to lose oneself. It is better to try something and fail than to try nothing and succeed. The result may be the same, but you won't be. We always grow more through defeats than victories. Your friends want you to do good, but not better than them. Rest don't care. Learn how to say fuck it and mean it. Don't say yes to everyone to make them comfortable. Check with yourself too before you commit. What if everything in the world were a misunderstanding? What if laughter were really tears? Do it or don't do it. You will regret both. Knowledge is a wealth that cannot be stolen. Always move in your own direction, not according to society, friends, or family. The more you know, the dumber you sound to stupid people. Confidence is the present tense of hope. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. Anxiety is the dizziness of freedom. Pay close attention to those who say they love you, because so often they don't. They only use you. Trust in yourself and your first instinct on decisions. Lower your expectations. Having high expectations of yourself and of others is a recipe for chronic dissatisfaction in life. Stop complaining, whining, and nagging. It's wasted energy. Who's listening anyway? Take a chance, and you may lose. Take not a chance, and you have lost already. Boredom is the root of all evil, the despairing refusal to be oneself. Face the facts of being what you are, for that is what changes what you are. It is so hard to believe, because it is so hard to obey. The door to happiness opens outward. Marry before 30. Have kids before 35. Work and earn actively and sufficiently till and before 40. Make passive income workable before 50. Plan to retire from work activity before 60. Do everything for family, but expect nothing from it. Not even from spouse. You'll never be sorry for telling someone you love them. Do it before it's too late. Save a little money every week or month. Nothing gives you happiness like a financial buffer, believe it or not. We were given the commandment, love your neighbor as yourself. But if this commandment is correctly understood, then you can read in it the opposite statement. You must love yourself properly. We pretend to be unable to understand life because we know very well that the minute we understand, we are obliged to act accordingly. Whoever has learned to be anxious in the right way has learned the ultimate. Do not fear getting hurt. You can't grow if you don't hurt. Efforts never go in vain. How others see you is not important. How you see yourself means everything. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Not everybody wants to be your friend. That's okay. You really don't want everybody as a friend anyway. Everything happens for a reason. Always. Life has its own hidden forces, which you can only discover by living. Far from the idleness being the root of all evil, it is rather the only true good. People settle for a level of despair they can tolerate and call it happiness. If you punish the truth, expect to be lied to. Things don't make us happy. Experiences do. Stop comparing yourself with those who started 10 years before you. Focus on your own journey. Never let others know your weaknesses. Instead, always try to show up your positives. Don't tell your friends that you're happy. Don't make them angry. Don't tell your enemies that you're unhappy. Don't make them happy. It is better to get lost in the passion than to lose the passion. The highest and most beautiful things in life are not to be heard about, nor read about, nor seen, but, if one will, are to be lived. I would rather be a swineherd understood by the swine, than a poet misunderstood by men. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. If you waste money, you can earn it again. If you miss the moment, it can never be returned. Live life with opened eyes, ears, and heart. Strong people are always simple. Time flies. One day you are 30, the next you are 50. Plan now for what you want 50 to look like. Not everyone wants to see you succeed. Some will even go out of their way to see you fail. Our life is a game of whose rules we don't know. For it is not what happens to me that makes me great, but it is what I do. Be that self that one is. Pay attention to the negative signs that people give off and immediately disconnect from them. It will save you a lot of pain and, more importantly, wasted time. Never take the responsibility that does not belong to you. Have firm boundaries and be discerning about who you let into your life. Faith begins precisely where thinking leaves off. The best response to criticism is to smile and forget. The highest, after all, is not to comprehend the highest, but to do it. If you want to help yourself, find someone worthy to serve. Through service, you gain experience, contacts, and a reputation as a reliable and accountable ally. It is only through an apprenticeship that one becomes a master. Buy real estate, land, anything you can afford.